Hello everyone, it's Nick and hope you guys are doing well. I'm here to give you my thoughts on Dennis Schröder going to the Boston Celtics on a 1-year $5.9 million deal after he rejected an $84 million deal for the next 4 years from the Lakers. And what I gotta say about that, as you see in the thumbnail.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
That's right, Dennis Schröder, you played yourself. And I will actually say this about Dennis Schröder, even though you guys know, if you're not new here, you've been here for a while, I am not going to miss Dennis Schröder. I actually do think that Celtics fans should be happy for the price that they got him at. Now sure, he is not an upgrade from Kemba Walker at all. He's very much a downgrade from Kemba Walker, everyone knows this. But for the price that the Celtics got him at, I think the Celtics fans should be happy. But Laker fans, yeah, we're definitely not going to miss him. Like I said, when the Lakers got Russell Westbrook, even while questioning the fit with him and LeBron James, that at least this means Dennis Schröder is out the door and he's not going to get the money that he's been demanding. So there we go now. Dennis Schröder is going to the Celtics on a 1-year deal, just $5.9 million. You bet on yourself and it didn't work. So before I continue, if you like what you're seeing so far, if you can consider liking this video, it only takes 1 second, really helps out, that'd be much appreciated. Also, if you could please subscribe if you're new and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads, that'd be much appreciated. I'm so close to 600 subscribers. Getting there would be much appreciated. Thank you so much for your support. Also, links to my social media are in the description. So, alright, Dennis Schröder. Now I'll tell you this, Celtics fans, if you're watching this, what you are going to get out of him, you'll get a pretty good third scoring option behind Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Not as good as Kemba Walker, but I do think that he will provide a pretty good scoring threat for the Boston Celtics. And also, Dennis Schröder is a very good defender. I think he's actually underrated on the defensive end, if anything. He applies excellent ball pressure. In fact, defense is actually the one aspect of his game that I actually will miss at all. The fact that the Lakers already lost Caruso and now Dennis Schröder's gone, their perimeter defense is actually taking a hit. But even with that said, still, Celtics can have Dennis Schröder simply for the fact that he thinks he's better than he is. And the Lakers had enough of that this past season with guys who think that they're better than they actually are. With Dennis Schröder, Andre Drummond, and Montrezl Harrell. And the other thing I'm not going to miss about Dennis Schröder is the fact that he went into health and safety protocols twice this past season. The fact that he was being irresponsible off the court, I will definitely not miss that either. On offense though, yes, he's a pretty good scorer, but his shot selection and decision making can be questionable at times. And also, where I'm definitely going to warn you is how he thinks he's better than he is. In fact, that could get him to take some really ill-advised shots for the whole sake of trying to prove that he really is worth more than what he's making. And also the fact that he severely underperformed in the playoffs for the Lakers. He put up a big fat donut for the Lakers in one game, went 3 for 13 in another game, and in the elimination game, he happened to only get going when the game was way out of reach. So that's where I'm definitely going to warn you, Celtics fans, about what you're getting out of him. But I also think that at the price you're getting him at, you should be happy. Even though he may be a downgrade from Kemba Walker. But for the Lakers certainly dodged a bullet when he turned down that $84 million offer that they offered him. He may be a good player, yeah, but he's certainly not worth $84 million. For him to think that was just absolutely delusional, and I don't feel bad for him for the fact that he played himself. I can sympathize for people like Isaiah Thomas or DeMarcus Cousins, those guys who got robbed of big contracts because of injuries. Dennis Schröder though, absolutely not. Now for those of you who are Dime Dropper subscribers who may be watching this, you remember Lucas, right? Because I actually got in touch with him, and I remember Lucas telling me that he may even have to take a veteran's minimum now. Okay, I guess not quite that, but pretty close. And once again, I definitely do not feel bad for Dennis Schröder whatsoever. He brought this upon himself. Now, is he actually worth more than what he's getting? Absolutely, 100%. But he brought this upon himself. And not just for the fact that he turned down that $84 million, but also the fact that other teams are already figuring out their point guard situations, like Kemba Walker going to the Knicks and Kyle Lowry going to the Heat. And hey, the Raptors even got Goran Dragic. The Bulls getting Lonzo Ball, and the Lakers got Russell Westbrook, and now this is what Dennis Schröder ends up with, and once again, you played yourself. Congrats. But also, am I going to be someone who's going to actively root against him? Probably not. I don't think I'm going to just want him to be absolutely miserable in Boston, but I'm certainly not going to root for him. In fact, I don't even really hate the Celtics like I used to anymore because rivalries in the NBA are pretty much non-existent these days. Of course, I will never ever root for the Celtics, but do I really despise them as much as I used to? No, because rivalries haven't been a thing in the NBA in quite a few years now. So, Dennis Schröder, hope you learned something. Don't bet on yourself, okay? But now you're going to have something to prove. Hey, maybe after this season, he could actually end up getting a better contract. We'll see. But this is what he got himself into by betting on himself and for thinking he's better than he is. Do I think that Dennis Schröder is actually a better player than Danny Green? Oh, absolutely. There's no question about it. But also, Danny Green was a better fit because he spaced the floor more. I'm not going to lie. When the Lakers got Dennis Schröder for Danny Green, and when I saw that Dennis Schröder shot 41% on catch and shoot threes for OKC, I was like, oh, this is perfect. But he didn't shoot the three very well at all for the Lakers. So, Celtics fans, you should be hoping that you're going to get more of the OKC version of Dennis Schröder. In fact, I even thought Dennis Schröder should have won the 6th Man of the Year award over Montrezl Harrell. Because both players averaged 18 points per game that season. But unlike Montrezl Harrell, Dennis Schröder is actually a very good defensive player. I really think that he's best suited as a 6th man, even though I do see that he's a starter on their depth chart. But I guess we're going to have to see. So, yeah, this was not a very long video, I know. But hope you guys enjoyed. So, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you could consider liking, subscribing, hitting that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads, that'll be much appreciated. Feel free to let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be happy to discuss with you. Also, if you want to follow me on social media, the links are in the description. Follow me, I'll follow you back. And talk to you next time. Peace.